Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess and welcome back to my new series, Growing with Jess. So today what we're going to be talking about is basically something that I've been learning about, really authentically pursuing a genuine relationship with Jesus. So a bit of a backstory, and I'll talk about it in other videos. But basically, I didn't grow up Christian, so I'm basically trying to find out this whole Christianity thing and the do's and don'ts, but also living an authentic life and not just going off of what other Christians do or what other Christians say you should and shouldn't do. But something that I've been realizing lately, and I have in fact just been at a point where I'm done living just by laws and rules and okay, don't do this and don't do that, and this is how a Christian should behave. I mean, I think that there should be boundaries, and I do believe in the Bible, but at the same time I don't believe that following a list of rules is by any means or should be your foundation of your relationship with Christ. So yeah. So basically I pretty much gave up, and I basically was just you know what, God, I came to a breaking point where I got to the point where I was just you know what, I can't keep going saying, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do this. And at the end of the day, you just become this big, huge anxiety stress ball. And you're just tired and basically tired of putting on a front. That you're this perfect little Christian with a bow on it, and the only thing you get at the end of the day is your stamp of approval, or the Christian societal stamp of approval, and you don't feel like you're living a fulfilling life. You feel like you're just a robot, basically. So I digress. Anyways, lately I just kind of gave up on life, and I was just kind of okay, well, I'm done trying to be this perfect little Jessie. And yeah, so I started basically doing things of the world, just going to bars, and just kind of I was very sheltered too, so I never got the chance to party or do anything like that. Listen to, even back then, and I said I didn't grow up Christian, but we weren't really allowed to listen to secular music, all of that. Just so I just been kind of breathing rather than trying to follow a list of rules, if that makes sense. And here's what I found out. When you accept Christ, and I know we all have heard this, but he literally never left me. You become so scared, oh, if I make one wrong move, then I'm just gonna sever my relationship with Christ, and he won't be there for me. He definitely won't. And Satan really tries to start to make you fear that too, so you don't step out of line, and he kind of has you in the palm of his hand like a little puppet. So you're stuck between fear and faith, and you're just bouncing back and forth every single day, and it becomes so exhausting. And then people tell you, oh, Jesus died for you to have life abundantly, but then you're just I don't see that fruit in my life, so what am I doing wrong? And nobody really talks about these things in the Christian community. And I don't know, maybe I'm just built differently, but I'm not gonna go the next 50 years just keep doing something that isn't working. If something doesn't work, then you go on to the next thing and try that out, you know what I mean? But during this time, guys, and I'm not for my viewers, I'm not saying oh, go sin a whole bunch and everything else, but I like encourage you to like pursue an actual relationship with Christ, not some store-bought cookie 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 cutter like Christian version of a relationship um with Christ. Like, you know what I mean? Like, take him like along with you when you go out to party. Like, it's crazy, but like, you get drunk, like, talk to him while you're drunk. Like, I don't think a lot of people like understand this, and maybe I'll get a lot of like flack for it, but like, he will never leave you. Like, you accept him into your heart, like you are his now. Literally, like, I have gone to like house parties, right? And it's just like, I'm thinking like, okay, like, here, I did it, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm drinking, like, I'm dancing to like all this really bad, you know, like non-Christian music, and like having conversations about like things that a Christian would never talk about. And it's just like, in those moments, like, I have felt the presence of God so strong. I've ran into other Christians who feel the same, who are just like, who feel kind of lost because like the Christian community doesn't talk about like the real stuff that we go about. They're just like, you know what, I'm on like my wit's end, and I don't feel like what other Christians like, I don't know, like, it's just not working like this, like I said, like cookie cutter like Christian version. Like, it's, I'm getting to the point now where I'm just like, dude, like, that is not it. Like, I don't know who came up with this, or like, you know, just like legalism, and like Satan uses it to like control people, but it is not it. Like, just following rules and everything, like, I don't think it was ever meant to be like that. Like, I'm a sinner, I'm in need of a savior, and that's what Jesus is for. And like, if you invite him into your heart, into your everyday life, like, he will show up. Like, going to house parties and running into people, and all I do at that house party is talk about like Jesus and how he saved me, and like my relationship with him. Like, if that is not like God pursuing me, and that is not like a relationship with Jesus, like, I don't want it. Like, I'd rather like, you know what I mean? I don't want to like glorify like going to parties and stuff, but like, I've met people at parties who need to hear about Jesus. Like, you keep going to a church and you keep talking to the same people who are saved every single week, but like, you go to like, not even parties, like, you go anywhere, and like the people who need saving, who like need the grace that God has taught you in your own life, are at those places. Like, it's supposed to be. And I think more and more every day that I like am my authentic self, and I bring that authentic self to like Jesus, like, that is what he died for. Not some, what rule do I follow next? I don't know. Maybe I'm digressing, but at the same time, this is just like stuff that I've been like learning in my own life. And you know, some people won't agree with this. Some Christians won't, and they'll call me like a hypocrite, or say like, oh, that's not biblical, or whatever it may mean. But like, I've been through a lot in my life, guys, and like, if anything, like, and I've also done like the cookie cutter Christian thing, where it's just like I said, following a list of rules and just doing what other like Christians like do, and like, oh, getting baptized and tithing, and like all of these things. And yes, those things are important, but like, I wanted for me a personal goal, and it was scary as hell. Like, it was so scary to be like, God, I want this relationship with you to be authentic, and like stepping out. Like, it was so scary, just like, okay, God, like, here are all my faults, here's all my desires, like, help me and go with me wherever I go. And he does still. And it's just like, this is supposed to be it, and it's like way more satisfying than just following rules every freaking day. And I'm just like, guys, if you get anything out of this video, just be open and honest with like Jesus. Like, it's literally talking to him like you would, like, if you go to a bar, or if you go to like a grocery store and you run into like a cool person, literally just talk to him like that. Like, hey, I had a hard day today, and like I'm having like a glass of wine, maybe 2, 3, like I just cannot today. And he will literally sit with you in that and like show you how to get through it, like if you allow him to. And I just didn't know that because, like I said, I didn't grow up Christian, so like where I found Jesus was basically like in the Bible Belt, and like they don't really teach you that stuff down there, you know. And I get it, it's like a cultural thing, but like, guys, like definitely pursue an authentic relationship with Jesus and you won't go wrong. Like, I've never like, I mean, I felt closer to him before, but I feel like this is like a new foundation. I don't know. That's just like a little tidbit, and I'll share more later, guys. But like I said, just going to like a house party or going to the bar, and like I was so scared that like, okay, like, you know, the more you get into sin, you know, sin becomes death. You know what I mean? That's what we're taught, and that's in the Bible, and I get it, and I do agree with it. Like, you shouldn't like keep pursuing sin, whatever it may be. But at the same time, like, I don't know, it was just so amazing to me that I could just be my genuine self, and I go to these places and like where sinners hang out, you know? And like where you wouldn't really like catch a Christian, and like the, I don't know, like the Christian culture mindset, like I would never go there. But then when I go there, I end up talking about Jesus and like running into people who literally are just like, I don't know what it is about you, girl, like Jess, like I'm so happy I met you, and something like just drew me to you, and now like you just said the thing that like I'm gonna remember, and I've been struggling with this, like, and that helped me. Thanks a lot. And I can't like tell you enough, like that has to be God. Like, I don't know how many times I've been to a bar and talked about Jesus more than anything else. Like, it's insane. And I swear, like, talking more like into that, like I swear God knows your heart. Like, I'll be like, God, like I want to go and party, I want to do all this and that, but then at the same time, like I think that I want that, but I end up in a situation and all my heart pours out is about Jesus. Like, God knows your heart, and he's gonna use you in any situation, and he has. I don't know, I guess the point of this video is just like, pursue Jesus authentically to you, like, and I'll be careful about saying that, but like, be honest with him. Like, hey, I'm going through this, help me. Like, help me. And like, stand by me, go with me, go before me, like do this with me, even though I think it's wrong. Like, help me. I don't know, it has like changed my life. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Bye.